Greetings, fellow transhumanists. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the first Wendigo, episode 194, Final Archotech Piece. So, one of you three, probably Bella Rose. Bella Rose, you're also, I think you have a bunch of eggs that have been fertilized by you. So, Bella Rose is going to retire to the sleep chambers. So Sentinel, that's going to be your responsibility. And then I'll get back to egg sorting, because I was in progress. Oh, that's not good. Dirt mole starving to death because there's not enough meat. No, that was a good fight. No real important wounds to care about. You're on a caravan. Yeah, let me remove that. I forgot. You know, I was trying to carry extra doomsday launchers, but they're so heavy that it didn't work. And as far as work priorities, we'll put them all back to 3s. Tangier, are you allowed to be free or not? So that's the last casket. Oh man. Okay, so Willow, that solves that. It was a no. 100% of you guessed yes. So I don't even know what happens for a no. But I scanned the gene pack grouped together, awful plants, awful art together somehow. Like, Jesus, right? All right, next is the prediction. Oh, is Leb voted no? Okay. 0% of you statistically voted no, as far as the calculator did. So will I scan Great Int on my next 2 tries? Yes or no? That's the next prediction. And I'll stick Alstead and Sam in here. There we go. I guess that means that I am cooking up some additional plant separation implants. Because they didn't work. Statistically, very strange that I wasn't able to separate them just yet. But, you know, whatever. Just the way it goes. Alright, so while we're doing that, back to the eggs. As long as Wendy... Yeah, Wendy will take a... I'm going to leave Wendy alone for a minute so she gains a little bit more recreation, and then I'll have her sort the eggs. Because I want her to do it herself. That's kind of her project, right? So even though it seems grunt work, she finds it important. Oops. That's not what I meant to do, but alright. We do have a combat supplier, so I'll take a break from that, though. Trade with combat supplier. We have a whole bunch of crummy weapons here. It's too bad that the tox launchers that are way out in the snow aren't ready to be hauled, though. Weird that I have 2... Oh, no, they're different types of tox immune. I was going to say weird that they didn't stack, but it's not the case. So any of the duplicates that I don't really need, I have queued up to sell to free up some banks. Just making sure I didn't overlook. So awful art, psych, deaf. I'm gonna get rid of 2. Awful, social, and heat tolerant. Because I have an awful social on its own, right? Yeah. So I can get rid of that. It's unneeded. Alright. So that sorts that. Then I have all the weapons that I need to sell. And these eggs I can sell as well. Provided they can afford it. Because these eggs are all ones that are in the stockpile under a trade beacon, which means they're not eggs I want to keep. Please tell me... Oh, yeah, Doomsday Launcher. I'll buy one of those. I need to balance the budget up top. Yeah, that works. It's a good trade. Nice and clean. All right, Wendy, let's finish the egg sorting. And then we'll have to fertilize all the new ones. And probably extract ones from our own colonists. I imagine that's off cooldown as well. Yeah, it's off cooldown. So, this one's flawed. All the flaw stored. This is a 5. This is a flaw. Feel like I'm going to have a lot of flaws. The other issue is, of course, sorting the flaws as well. But I'm not going to do that on this pass. Another 5. I suspect 5 is going to be the largest stockpile by far. Or flaws. Kind of a mix of the two. Another flaw. And just because they're flawed doesn't mean they're not useful. Flawed eggs have to be enslaved, or imprisoned rather, but, you know, it's easier to actually control the imprisoned ones, in my opinion. So there's some advantage to growing the flawed eggs so that, you know, I don't have more colonists to micromanage. Another flaw. It almost would have made sense. You know what? I'm going to change the way this layout is already. So I think what I'm going to do is have these stockpiles look somewhat like this, with the flawed versions just south, indicating how many positive units they have, but yet they're flawed. That way the flaws are sorted. I don't know how many flawed 5s I'm going to keep, but I'm going to sort it like this, so it's a little bit easier for me to manage. So this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with a flaw, so I'll put it here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with a flaw. Put it over here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with 2 flaws. And in this way, it's going to be a lot easier for me to, at a glance, see. I'm going to essentially prioritize the ones up top, and then prioritize to the right as well. So any eggs to the right are going to be more likely to be gestated than eggs on the left. This doesn't, of course, account for certain genes that are more scarce in the gene pool. So taking a look at my gene pool here, for instance, super immunity is more likely to be gestated than robust. I have tons that are robust, not very many that are super immune. Or fur skin. Fur skin and super immunity are going to take a little bit of a priority. But for the most part, that remains to be true. So this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with flaw. Goes here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Flawless. I feel like I'm a jeweler or something, right? This is a 5 flawless. Another 5 flawless. And 2 of these have super immunity in them. One has fur skin. Just making mental notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 flawed. Hey, Microplex. Also coming up 2 years. You and Maxu Finn, too. Thank you for the resub. 7, 2 flaws. Well, at a glance, this is way easier for me to sort of sort through. I think it has worked quite well. I'm going to shrink the remaining zones down to just one size, even though there's nothing permitted in the stockpiles. So there we go. I have some 7s with flaws, no 7 flawless, some 6 flawless, 6 with flaws, 5 flawless, no 5 and flawed. Very easy to see from a distance. The other question I have is, should I try to paint the floor for sorting? Should I include some sort of color or number system on the floor? What do you guys think for this task? I'm going to try to move the air conditioner to have this room be less weird shape, more uniform shape. And that means these chambers here can change around as well. Put that there. So, a little bit more redesign. I still have a lot more breeding to do, so now let's go ahead and extract the eggs from the females. And then I'll do a large breeding and then sort those eggs. I'll be in a pretty good position at that point. You always favor pixel art? What if the artist is terrible at art, though? As I am, indeed, terrible at art. I like it. Alright, you are about to die due to malnourishment. What is going on? Still, your food is all screwed up. Alright, low. Can you haul the cobra meat out of there? This should be rice, yep. You need to be assigned to cooking to even haul to those. That's kind of dumb. Fill the hopper with the close rice. You know, Lynx is going to straight up die as a result of this malnourishment. Oh, I think the number's going down, though. Yeah, you've been fed. Okay, cool. And, yes, paint the floor to sort. Okay, so let's try that. Give me 1 second. So that's my 5. Let's go. So I'm going to do like a digital clock type setting. 5, 6. And I'll just switch back between the colors. So they're not meaningful. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9s and 10s are a little different because they're sort of merged together. What I can do is change that, I guess. Nine. I can put the 10s down there. 10s are special. 10s are, like, very close to being done. And then to separate them out even further, I will pave some of them so that and maybe tile the others so that they have different different flooring. The 9s, there's not a lot of space for flawed 9s. That's just because of overhead mountain. I could nudge it further over, though. Well, no matter what I do, it's going to look kind of wrong. I'd have to go north or something. I'm not going to worry about it. It's just going to have to be good enough. Now, the other thing is, I'm going to wait to do the art. I probably should have already done that, because I'm not sure that installing floors, you know, once I do that, it's going to wipe out the dyes. How many dyes do I even have? I know Tinctoria grows real quick, but I don't think I have a lot of dye. In fact, I don't even know where my dye is being stored. 13, it looks like. Alright, well, here we go. Giant run of Tinctoria. I'll have plenty of dye after that. Ooh, exotic goods trader. Definitely gonna want to get on that bandwagon. Do I need to set up more heaters in here? So far, it's warm enough. I do have 2 uninstalled heaters from the Ancient Danger project, so we'll see. I'll try to keep an eye on the ambient temperature and to make sure no one's dying of hypothermia. So for advanced components and regular components, I'm looking pretty good. I have a lot of flake and yayo, so that's not much of a problem. Sci-def and poor animals, slow heal and heat weakness. Oh, I wanted heat weakness, so I'm going to buy that and try to separate it out. Bearded, don't care. Art trainers, sure. I could try to make Bryzit a better artist. There's an Archotech leg. Okay, well, that solves that problem. And gonna buy the shock lances for organs. Awesome. This was a great trade. So this slow heal and heat weakness. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. I don't care what people are working on. I want this stuff hauled immediately. So as to not be destroyed. Can we buy Doomsday Launchers? I already have a bunch. And I bought some. Did the exotic goods have even more? Oh, there it is. I extracted great medical first try. So that answers that. Right? Well, let me double check. Yep, great medical. Separated out from, You know what's interesting? His genes disappeared. I guess as a result of his death. But that means Sam does not need to be put into the scanner. I like how that worked first try. But the art didn't work after like 10 tries. Or however many it was. It's kind of got ridiculous. How many attempts there were to try to separate those two out. So this trader did not have Doomsday Launchers. Did have a Tox Bomb I could sell. So maybe you were referring to the other one, the Combat Trader? I think I already bought their Doomsdays though, didn't I? Yeah. So, already done. Oh, the exotic had two? Did it. And I just overlooked it. I think you're looking at what I own and not what they own. Oh no, I am wrong. Cool. Alright, bought. You, sir, are correct. So we have an abundance of Doomsday Launchers now. Healthy vet birth. Well, there we go. So this baby is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with a negative. So it has to be... I can just immediately re-crow it because it's going to be a prisoner. And this one already has a name. This one was raffled off to my Patreon patrons, so it's Brahms. And the remaining growth vats, I will grow once I'm done fertilizing the eggs that we have left. Don't forget to haul the leg in. The leg won't decay though. I mean, it could get destroyed, but it's not going to go anywhere. Fortunately. Archotech parts don't. They're like external stable. Sentinel, what are you doing with that baby? Grow it. Don't feed it. Jesus. Okay, looking pretty good. A whole lot more silver than needs to get hauled, and then, of course, yes, the leg. I'll get around to it. But here's my stockpile shelves. So we've got, oh, is this bio-coated? No, that's just on the wrong spot. Got like 5 Doomsday launchers and 5 triple launchers, so pretty good armaments. I'll be moving the mech booster here so it covers the farm and the kitchen stoves. And we're just waiting for the stockpiles to finish up, and then I'll fertilize all the eggs. A volcanic winter. If it couldn't be colder somehow. Before the volcanic winter sets in, let me call Omtos and the Royals. So I'm going to call in a War Merchant for Omtos, because I have a lot of like Tox Bomb launchers and crap like that. And then I'm calling in the Royals for whatever they might have. The other thing I wanted to do is to try to split the heat weakness. So that's slow and healing heat weakness. So I'll make a few of them to implant to separate. Because I believe... Yep. I believe that all the genes that we wanted to separate are now done. We're just waiting on the rest of these guys to be scanned. Which means the floppy ears gene can be sold. I don't need that anymore. So that was great medical with floppy ears. Gone. You can have it. I think I also have 2 copies of the art one as well. So I can get rid of those, because this is the Awful Plant, Awful Arts. Don't need them anymore. And then Awful Plant, Awful Arts. No, I do need those, because they didn't get separated. It was the, never mind. So I'll hold on to those. But, I had another duplicate of something else. I thought. No, maybe not. Where's the stockpile for ratty clothes, or will it be sold to the next bulk goods trader? So, tattered clothing can't be sold, and worn down clothing does get stockpiled and sold regularly. But there's nothing to be done in RimWorld for tattered clothing. You just, you know, destroy it. Whether it's smelting, or destroying on a smelter, or gifting it, or leaving it out in the open. All right, Wendy, come on. Get back to construction. Sentinel will have his first gene scan in about 5 days. He was converted by Wendy about 2 years ago, I guess. The tiled egg storage is nearly done. And then I'll paint over it. I know it looks a little confusing, but as long as it's up here, it's all good. So I'm hoping for a flawless 7 or 8 to be able to put into these pods. We don't have a flawless 8 yet. I think the best specimen we have in our colony population is a 7 or a 6. Hey Madsen, thank you for the resub. Tordic's like 10th mood problem, but 98% withdrawal means after this psychotic break, Tordic should be done. I mean, that was kind of my fault. Tordic went on a binge, and I didn't stop it. I didn't do anything. I just let it happen, and then, of course, as a result, an addiction. So, it's my fault. It's fine. I take responsibility. Just a little bit more flooring and we'll be all set to color code. Oh god, let's hold up on the butchering human likes. We're nearly out of shelving for it. How much leather am I up to now? 6,000. Yep. That looks about right. Yeah, I'll wait to paint it until I have more dyes. There's still plenty of breakdown of structures to do. So the next prediction is, will I scan Heat Weak on my next 2 tries? Yes or no? So Nelson and Bartlett both have heat weakness that I want to scan separated from slow wound healing, so I can use one or the other but not have them paired. So, running that prediction now. Looking good. So this is supposed to be a 5. Oh, that's awkward. I only cancel all of the painting because it got sort of screwed up. Oh, that's because I was trying to paint the floors. Or walls, rather. So 5. Seven. Nine. 8 and that's supposed to be a 6. Okay, yeah. 6. It'll look a little strange, but it's legible. And then this is the 10s. I'm not even going to worry about the 10s just yet. Actually, this is the 8 flawed. This is the 9 flawed. I already did that wrong. And this is just the 10 nook. Which I will paint in hex tile. Because it's the closest to a Wendigo without winning. Well, pretty soon I'm going to have the Tinctoria dyes in order to get the project done. What the heck are you doing there? Get off that meditation spot. You're not allowed in there. The volcanic winter also might wreak a little havoc on my power grid, as my power grid does kind of heavily rely upon solar, and the volcanic winter hurts solar. So, power generation, not so great. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld the First Wendigo, which originally streamed live on Twitch June 11th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. Hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Wendigos.